Hello everyone, Pure Chaos X here with his face. Today is Saturday the 7th, and it's also the day that I am presumably moving out of this house from my girlfriend and back home. We haven't split up or anything, we're just moving away because we couldn't afford it kind of thing. So, very depressing and very sad. Like I said, we haven't split up or anything. We can still talk to each other on the phone and video call and see each other in person and all that kind of thing. Relatively easy. But when you've been together with someone, living together for like a year, non-stop, it becomes the norm, and you start to enjoy it and whatnot. And then you have that sort of thrust away from you in a day, and then it's like majorly depressing. Obviously because I suffer from aspergers as well as social anxiety on top of other things. I believe I also have separation anxiety as well, where even if I've been around someone for a few days, it gets hard to see them go, sort of thing. It used to happen back when I was like 10 years old, and my aunt would stay for a few days. Cool aunt. She'd hang around, she'd buy you things, she'd read you stories, and you're bearing in mind again, I was like 10 years old. When she'd go after like a week of staying with us, I would cry, and my mother would often say, "Stop doing that, or we'll stop her from coming round," or something like that. It was like, I don't think I really did stop. I'll probably just cry every bit. But yes, I think I must have in some form separation anxiety, quite bad. Because I've been crying a little bit today. I don't know if you can see it in the eyes. They might be a bit red. Because along with the Asperger's, change is a big thing for me, and possibly lots of like Asperger's and autism sufferers. When change occurs, it's quite difficult to get used to it. And so moving away from home after 37 years was a big change, moving away from my family and with someone who I've known for, I think it was 2 years at the time. And we were only together for a year, and took a year to get used to each other, or to get to know each other. And I can't hold my phone there because that's where the camera is. So I have to try and hold it another way. So change. It's tricky. I got used to most of these changes pretty quick. Like coming home to here rather than my parents. Going to bed and waking up with someone next to you rather than on your own, and all those kind of gubbins. Seeing my girlfriend off to the bus stop every morning, so she'd go into town, and then obviously greeting each other when she came back home. All that kind of stuff. So, getting used to things is quite tricky for me. But I got used to most of this quite quick, surprisingly. But now that's all being taken away in a day, and now I have to get used to how things were back when I was at home. Which is also going to be very weird. This might be the last video made in this house, other than 4 parts of Gears of War 5 I made the other day. That was obviously made here, but yeah, this will probably be the last video in this house, so it's very weird. It's very annoying and depressing, a little bit saddening, and I blame the council and the job centre. They made it hard for us to afford being here, because we're both on benefits. My girlfriend gets a few more, I think PIP and ESA, and I applied for PIP before I was diagnosed, so they basically refused that. But if I tried to apply for it after I got assessed with Asperger's, I might have had it. That would have been like a few months after we moved in. So if they accepted that, and the job centre didn't take so much off of my girlfriend's ESA, like they took a fair amount. I think it was like £200 a month they took just because she was living with someone who was also on benefits. So I'm like, that's a considerable amount of money to have taken away a month. If it was like £100, it might have been a bit easier. And we also had a kerfuffle trying to apply for council housing benefits, or whatever it's called, where they pay the rent. That took a few months as well, and we had to pay out of our own pocket for the rent, even though my girlfriend is sort of, legally. God damn it, I've forgotten the word. Nope, the word's gone. But yeah, she's entitled. She is entitled to it. But they refused, basically, and then when we reapplied, they took like 3 or 4 months before they said yes. And I think that stress, coupled with the fact that they said no right off the bat, it didn't help. So yeah, very, very disappointing and very sad. But I like I said, I blame the job centre and I blame the council for the most of this. You shouldn't be penalised if you're two people living together and you're on benefits. It's not our fault, we both have mental issues that make it hard for us to do things like that, and we can't be blamed for that. But we get penalised for wanting to live together, trying to live a proper life, but we get penalised for it because we're both unable to work and we both benefit. So yeah, it's a bit of a kick in the nuts, really. But yeah, like I said, if they didn't take so much and I had Pip at this point, it probably would have been a bit more doable. But as it stands, we struggled a bit. We might have lasted a few more months maybe, but yeah, it was the rent and all that was getting too much. And I applied for carer's allowance to help, which they actually accepted. They actually accepted that straight away, so that was a small bonus. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't really be able to afford anything else, like, shopping and whatnot. So, yeah. Yeah. But all in all, not a good day. And unfortunately as well, my co-op partner, my friend, who sees me every Saturday, he had to bounce. He couldn't come today, which was I'm gonna punch him the next time I see him, because apparently he has a migraine. But I needed him to be here because I needed someone to hang out with, just because of how miserable I have been feeling because of this. So I needed someone sort of to hang around with and have some company while this happened. So, but unfortunately he couldn't make it, so I'm on my own until I'm gone, which I don't know when that's going to be. So I mean, it's like 12:15, and I don't know when my father's going to come here to help extract my things, or whether or not my girlfriend will be home before I'm gone. So yeah, quite sad, quite miserable. My eyes are still a little bit red. So yeah, separation anxiety is not fun. In fact, no anxiety is fun. So, and neither is autism or aspergers. So it is what it is, unfortunately. And my hair grows in a very bizarre manner. I might do a once I'm back home. I keep looking at the wrong place on this phone because I'm using the front camera because I can't see the back camera because the screen's on the front. I might do like a room tour when I'm back home and everything's all set up. So yeah, just do a quick room tour, and obviously any playthrough that I do will be from that house again. So yeah, I need to shave. My teeth are crooked. Yeah, that's a filling. Just I have bad teeth. So yeah, I wonder if I can I flip the camera? Oh no, I can't flip the camera. I thought I could flip the camera while it's recording, but I cannot. So yes, it'll be goodbye to this place. It'll be goodbye. So, I mean, my girlfriend will still be living here because that's the other problem we're having, is that my girlfriend has applied for housing, but once again the council, they have their finger up the butt, or their head up the butt, or whatever you want to say, and they are taking their sweet time to try and help her with trying to find a place. So she's not being classed as emergency because she still has a roof over her head, even though technically our tenancy contract ran out 2-3 weeks ago. So we're not under any obligation to stay here anymore. And technically speaking, the landlord can kick us out. But they won't put her under emergency because there's still a place to live. And there is someone moving in here on the 27th of September. So they need to get their head out of their asses and hurry up and find a place for her to live before then. So when she's moving out, I don't know. And I probably would feel a bit better moving out if I knew she had somewhere to go instead of being left here on her own. But if she at least had a place of her own that she would eventually go to, it would be helpful, because she has to bid like every Wednesday, and then she won't find out until a week later if she's won a place. And she's bidding on quite a lot of places, but she's always just nowhere near the top. So it's kind of a difficulty, because once again, the council are always the ones behind this mess. They're always the bad guy. Something, I don't know. So, but yeah, I don't know really why I made this video. I could have just made this video once I'd moved back home, but I thought I'd make this video quickly, just to sort of get it off my chest kind of thing. I've probably cried as much as I can. I'm 38 years old and I'm crying because I'm moving out from my girlfriend's house. Like I said, it's not like we're split up or anything. We're just living apart like we were before. But as I said, if you have that kind of separation anxiety, you know, being separated from the person that you care about and love so much, it gets to you. And it gets to me considerably, which, yeah. This is how I would react if someone had dumped you, but it isn't. So, it's kind of, so, council's to blame, job centre's to blame, my friend Edward is to blame for not keeping me company. He won't be watching this because he still hasn't subscribed to my channel. If you watched one of my Code Monikers, 4 or 5, no 6 and 7, like the last two, he basically said, I don't know when you've uploaded these. I was saying, well, subscribe to my channel, you idiot. You know, it's like, what do you do? So, yeah, shit. So, yay. Yeah, not a very nice weekend. Kind of would have preferred this to happen on a weekday, maybe, because, you know, Saturday is like the day where, you know, you have fun. So it's kind of, this is not very fun. So, so, yeah. Also, the front camera makes my face look chubby. Well, actually, it is a bit chubby, but it makes it look more rounded than it is. So, yeah. So yes, it will be goodbye to this place here at some point. The floor is my foot and my PC, which I don't know if you can see it because I can't see where this camera's pointing. And there's my PC just there, which I will also do a video on. And yeah, and if you want to know, I'm watching This Is How You Don't Play Judgment, because as everyone is fully aware, DSP is a cock. In fact, I think, oh god, I think DSP, I think This Is How You Don't Plays are one of the things that I will probably have to watch to get over things. So I can basically just laugh at someone who, although lives with someone, you know, we don't have debts and bills up to our eyeballs, and we don't live off eBay and people begging all the time. YouTube. We don't live off YouTube, and we don't live off scrounging money from other people. So, yeah, it's gonna be something to miss, because during the afternoon, I introduced my girlfriend to Dashi and Pat and Paige and whatnot. And although my friend does not like Dashi because he says it's too loud, my girlfriend and I actually do watch Dashi like every time he uploads a video, and we've watched all of his live streams, and we used to watch it together. So now we won't be doing that. So Dashi is now a memory of me spending time with my girlfriend every night. So sorry, Dash. We'll still watch you, obviously, but yeah, you're kind of a sad memory at the moment, I suppose. So yeah, I'm probably gonna stop this video now because my arm is killing me trying to hold this damn camera, and my face is still looking fat. So yeah, most likely the next video or the next Let's Play that's uploaded that isn't Gears of War 5 parts 1 to 4 will probably be at home. So yeah, still sad and still upset, but I have to just keep remembering we're not split up. For the time being, she lives just up the road, she's like a 5-minute drive away. I can always catch a bus to Tesco's and walk the rest of the way, which not many people would know that because you don't know where we live. So, and we phone each other up anyway. So before we moved out, we'd phone each other up like once every other day, like Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and then see each other Friday. So, you know, we were always in contact. We could always email, text, WhatsApp, and whatnot. So it's not like, you know, it's the end. It is just we're apart again, and that's just, I just have to remember that. It's just, that's all it is. So yeah, this video has probably gone on long enough now, and you're probably sick of seeing my face and getting annoyed with me when I'm not looking at the camera and instead I'm looking at the viewfinder instead of the camera. So yeah, so yeah, bye for now. And I still need to, I have played, I need to upload Gears 5, so I might try and get on to do that. So I shall see you whenever. The next time, I'm trying to think what the next video might be, like behind the camera. It'll probably be a room tour or something like that. So yeah, that'll do for now. And yeah, I'm gonna go grab a drink because my throat hurts. So see you in the next video, whatever I upload next, and bye for now. Bye. Oh, bye. I'm looking at the camera just there.